Hello, everybody. We're here to check out our Spooktober Spooktacular Game Jam games. There were a lot of good entries, and this is going to be our top three. We're going to play them in order. 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to tell you what they are, so maybe you'll see your game on here. But I'm not by myself this time. Today I also have someone else. Would you like to say hello?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there you go. So
Ah.
we have Hidden One, who is one of our other judges, who has now found one because he's here.
That is the most common joke I get.
Yeah, I know. I figured it was really common, but I had to do something. In the chat, if anyone has any problems with volume levels, just tell me and I can adjust people. So I enjoyed pretty much all the entries into the game jam. Some more than others. I mean, you're gonna judge it. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And these, I think, actually were my top three.
They were mine too. All the games were actually pretty good, and it was fun to try them all. But yeah, these were definitely my top ones.
There is one I'm going to mention when we get to the very end that I liked better as a game, but I think that the theme didn't carry through, like the horror theme. It could have been any theme. It felt pasted on. But the game itself was very, very good. But I'm going to go ahead and load up our first game and do this correctly. Remember the shortcut for full screening in MZ is F4. Let's turn our volume for this back on. The person who made this game may immediately know when I turn the volume back on. I don't know if you're here. In fact, I don't remember who made this game. So our first game is The Last Unhaunted House. I have very strong opinions on this one. How were your opinions on it?
I enjoyed it, but I definitely had some issues with control.
I think there's several things that could have done better. But the one thing I will say about this one, it was the one game out of all of them, that I think actually I would say was attempting to be art in that it had like a point it was trying to make. It is a little ham-fisted at it, but at the same time, I just really liked that it tried to do something. And move my mouse pointer there.
Yeah, I agree. It knew what it wanted to do, and it really actually did it. And the custom graphics were fun to see too.
Oh yeah, it's really good looking. I mean, obviously they could be improved, but like for a month game or 20 days game, the custom graphics is really good. I love the main character, little sprite.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just a cute little ghosty.
Yeah. As people know, I do not like reading these things out loud. One of the things also is I am not feeling well today. I am full of medicine, so hopefully I do fine. We're going to play about 20 minutes of each of these games, by the way, guys. So I hope that I'm giving you enough time to read through stuff. If I am not, please tell me. So we're starting off, these characters are ghosts trying to, there's the unhaunted house that they're not supposed to go to. So like the opposite of what, that was actually one of the things that first got me was when it started, is that is the opposite of what you were expecting.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise.
The first thing I noticed, by the way, that a controller does not work with this game. I don't know why. I was going to, if, like, I know my keyboard is really, really clicky, so.
Yeah, I played with the keyboard, so I didn't even know controller doesn't work with
I
this.
didn't know until I just started now, because I was going to try to use it so I didn't have my clicky keyboard hitting my mic. So as we go around the last unhaunted house, and we just see all of the people hanging
looks
out.
like stream can't see the screen.
Oh, they can't? Oh, crap. I am so sorry. I switched to... I apologize. I'm dumb. In fact, actually, I'm going to completely start this game over because I know what I did. And we're going to F4 again. I forgot to do a transition. You should be able to see now. Please tell me if you can see or not. Okay, so I'm going to start over because I made an idiot decision. To switch to doing... The way I was doing OBS, I switched it a little bit, so I would have to press a button to switch scenes, and then completely forgot I had set that. Alright, we'll start again.
The true spookiness was the fact no one could see.
Yeah, I agree, Rat. The ghost sprites are just very, very cute. And again, if I go too fast to read the things, I know some people when they stream games will do voice acting, and I'm not good at it.
Neither am I, so that works out.
I'm just surprised people come and listen to my voice. But I think it's everybody, right? Who doesn't have a problem with their own recorded voice? Unless you're like ProZD or something.
Yeah, it always surprises me when people are like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine with being recorded. It's like, how? How can you listen to that later?
Yeah, recently, it was on a subject of like listening to yourself back for like to like improve at certain things, and I'm like, oh, it's so hard to do though. But I still do. I listen to all these streams back and wonder how people put up my voice. So alright, so here's what we were talking about. Your ghost, this house is the last unhaunted house. And your friend Missy has gone into the house. There are people around. By the way, I think there's some irony in kind of the point that this game seems to be making, being made by a video game.
Yeah. But I still can see where they're coming from.
I do too, especially because it's not just about like about screens in general. Like, but here's a question. Were you able to actually beat this game?
I did beat this game. It was just took a few times because I kept losing in the minigames.
I haven't seen the end of this one. I played for an hour.
Oh, wow.
I have not seen the ending of this, so hopefully I can do it this time.
Yeah, I'd hit the point, it's like, well, I just have to finish this now, because I've failed the minigames so many times, I'm just gonna keep going until I got it. And I just kind of brute forced my way through.
I got this one, and, so the one thing I would suggest to the person who made this game is the immediate thing that would make this game better, instantaneous, is, and I know that a lot of them are really bad, but, so I'm supposed to be picking up these, oh, I'm terrible. These things. Is, if this had pixel movement, it would be so much better. And there is one, Huddle, or however you pronounce his username. Oh, I am playing so bad this time.
Yeah, I was always getting caught by the one that chases you.
Yeah, this one
Like,
doesn't have
kinda
one
got
that
in.
chases you, I don't think.
Well,
Or
it
is
has
that
one
one right there
slow.
chasing me? Yeah, that one's
Yeah, that
chasing
one's
me.
chasing you.
It's just so slow in this one that it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I gotta play perfectly now. Nope. Wait. Okay, it does have an autosave.
Oh, good.
There were several of the games also where I did that. Where I forgot to save. And like MZ's autosave feature literally saved me.
Yeah, I forgot to save in one of the games, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna save every screen. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, it's just gonna.
I'm
random
playing so
saves.
bad this time. It's so bad. I think it's because I'm trying to like talk and stuff too, but I'm just miserable.
Yeah, these are good for rough drafts, but definitely it's hard to do when you're trying to talk or anything else.
Yeah, KV. It is. It is. Gotta play perfect now and then die within seconds after saying it. Yeah, it's hard. I commented on one of the other streams. It's like the moment you get on stream playing a game, you become an idiot. Like I keep trying to walk through that one and getting hit multiple times by it. Also, I feel like the collision on the ones you're supposed to pick up just seems much harder than the collision on the other ones. Okay. Okay, am I gonna be able to get through one minigame on this?
We'll find out, it seems like.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. No, come back, come back. See, like that one, I feel like I should have grabbed that one way before I did.
Yeah, I think I got lucky with that one, and they all spawned pretty close to each other when I was doing it.
You don't have to be on stream to be an idiot. I don't either. It helps me be an idiot. Trust me, I have kids. There are plenty of people in my life who think I'm an idiot most of the time. It is that one that's trying to follow me. I don't even know. I don't even think I realized one was following me when I played this specific round last time. I am getting right in the way of that one going diagonal over and over and over again.
Yeah, that diagonal one's just picking you up each time.
The one thing I would suggest for someone who is like doing a puzzle like this is gives me some indication of how many of these I'm supposed to catch before. Like if I had another bar besides just my life bar that told me how many I had left, it would be really useful.
If you knew how many, it would be a lot easier to tell if you can just try to force your way through or not.
Yeah, and also it helps in like this situation. I'm like, am I like half an inch from finishing on these, or am I just getting like destroyed? Because I can't remember how many.
I stopped counting it when I was doing it because I was just so happy when it was finally done. So it's like, wait, how many was it?
Yeah, and this is also like you were saying, like about how rough drafts. Like this is really good for a rough draft of this type of mini game. I'm playing much better this time. But I think that if you were going to try to do this for an entire game, you would need like a whole lot of polish on this. And like I said, pixel movement would help this a lot. Also, because it is such an action-y style, making sure it works with a controller would be nice. That or my controller's just messing up, and that's why I can't do it with the controller. I think I've got it this time.
Cool.
Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And I had so many lives left that time.
That's how I was playing it. It's just random sometimes. It just
and yeah, and like the art is really good. Like I like that background. I like the rough background of, you know, social media.
Yeah, I actually lost a few times because I kept getting distracted watching the backgrounds change to see the little details.
So now you have to go, like, do all three of them? I got stuck on the third one, so is there more than just the three?
No, it's just the three.
Okay. So this one I was able to do too. It was the last one that I just found incredibly difficult.
Yeah, that's the one that took me the longest, and it was just like, let's just whack at it until...
Well, this one, it's mostly
finish.
just, you know, like, this is a problem, but... This one, like, feels like more timing. Like, knowing to just hang out in places. Whereas the other ones had a lot of situations where it wasn't timing. You just had to be, like, on top of it and out of the way. I shouldn't have just walked through that one. Oh no.
Well, see, and that's how I played, is I just go through them sometimes, because, like, okay, they're...
Well, like, that time I was
too
trapped.
close,
I probably should
so,
have just
yeah.
gone straight through. Like I said, a lot of this one's, like, a lot more strategic rather than just dodging. Like, I've noticed, like, going up and down is, like, a lot of... Okay, I think I can get there. Nope, I can't.
Some lives, so... Have something.
Yeah, I think I'll get this one first time. Maybe. Yeah.
Woohoo.
This last one, though... This last one just is so fast.
Yeah, I just...
Everything
gave
was
up
so
watching
fast on. That was
some of
really what stopped. And, like... I'm gonna try to beat this last one. But I am not going to spend a lot of time. If I don't see the end of it, you guys at home, like... Like, I don't think I'm gonna beat... The second place one, I don't think I'm also going to beat. Which, another thing, so... This one actually is my second highest score. For both other judges, it was higher than what I scored it. Or no, I scored this one higher than they did. I think this was my second favorite. Okay. So you have those ones that are, like, static. And you have two that are doing, like, zooms around in a square that I could never remember the order they were going in. And then you have these other two just chasing you down.
Yeah, the fast ones I just let hit me every time, because, like, I can't pay attention to them and the chasing ones, and...
I think, actually, you may have a point of just letting certain ones just hit you. Maybe the right move, and just focus on avoiding the ones that are easy to avoid, because I, like, will be running into... I walked directly over that.
That was not good.
On the plus side on this one, the things you're picking up do not move. Did I... Oh, I ran into the static one. Alright, let me use your strategy of just, like, not worrying about the ones going around in a circle.
I mean, it's not the best strategy, but I did finish it, so...
My problem is that, like, they keep on... Okay, this one's gonna... I don't know why that didn't hit me.
A few times with me, too, which is how I think I finished some of them. It's just, yeah, the hitbox is a little wonky.
Yeah, this kind of game done in RPG Maker, like, I feel like you really need to, See, here's the other problem, is that they keep spawning in the same locations, which means the ones chasing me are already right there. I'm gonna try this, like, 2 more times. It's funny that I didn't finish this, and it was still, like, I rated it higher than you guys did.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why the other one scored higher than this one, and I think it was just...
I mean, the second place one is good. I like it. Like I said, it was still in my top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for just giving me the same place over and over again. Though it is doing the thing I was talking about, where I'm right next to all the ones chasing me. I think there's a little bit too much randomness. I think that another thing they should have done was not had the things show up in random places that should have been set. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I did like that each of the minigames are pretty different from each other, but...
Oh yeah, they're like, each one like had a little bit different strategy.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely went up in difficulty. Like that one, like, well, I don't know. Those first two could have easily, like, depending on how your brain works, could be differently. One could be harder than the other. That last one is definitely the hardest, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay, maybe I didn't play worse, considering I didn't beat this before. Maybe being on stream helped me. This was, Rubiskin, or Rubiskin, or however. This is a thing that is very difficult. Is that every single time, there's so many people in the RPG Maker community who have usernames I don't know how to pronounce. So this is our number 3 game. Liked it quite a bit. I'm gonna remember that I have to hit buttons to transition. I enjoyed this one. Like I said, it was my second favorite out of all of them. This next one is going to be is like my third favorite, but the other two judges I think liked it more than I did. Let me pull it up really fast while I have that nice little screen for you guys. So again, last Haunted House, my main things with it was I thought it had like a kind of point to it, even though, like I said, it's a little ham-fisted. The gameplay could have been better. Like, I think pixel movement and a little work on, like, the collision detection somehow. But, you know, it's a fun little game, and it had a cute theme. I liked it.
Yeah, and that little ghost was just adorable, so...
Yeah, that did help.
That.
Again, if you made this game, you may know what it is before I transition to it. So this is our number 2 game, which I do not know if I'm pronouncing this right. Let's hit the transition button. Zolange. So this one is a much more like straight up puzzle adventure game. There's one part I really got annoyed with, and I'm wondering if you got annoyed with it too. It was not a puzzle.
Sure about that then.
So, one, I do like that it immediately popped up the things. I really like this. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I have the volume for the game turned down, but I really love the creak sound on the floor.
Different floor sounds were really good because I wasn't expecting them most of the times. It's like, wait, what was that? Oh, it was me.
Yeah, because, like, they're not all exactly the same. This is one where I had to manually save at one point because if you relied on autosave, it messed you up.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it may just be me being bad. Again. It's very funny because I know I play a lot of games and I like to think I'm good at games, but some of these games just like the action parts messed me up.
Yeah, I don't think I had any major issues with this one besides just solving a few of the puzzles.
I think it had some pretty clever puzzles in certain ways. I'm gonna save. Another thing, like, if the person watching that made this game that I would like to say is this, like, leaving the item menu in here was kind of unnecessary. Since you have another menu to pull it up once you start getting items. I will say another thing is I kind of wish it's kind of weird to do an adventure game here because I've already played it, that I know where a lot of stuff is. But yeah, because now you can like pull up your menu with E, and this is the only thing you ever really use it for, is opening, you know, I don't really think it was necessary to leave it in both, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have it in there either. There was another game that had like the entire menu still in, and I couldn't remember what it was, and didn't use hardly any of it.
Oh yeah, I can't remember which one that was, but I did think that was odd too.
Alright. So this is actually what messed me up. And I should have saved before I did it, just in case. Yeah, I really like footstep sounds. Though I'm not like obsessive about it. But when a game has, this guy caught me a bunch of times.
Oh, and that surprised me. He never caught me, so
I think it was just something about what I was doing. But here's the thing: if you die to it, where it auto loads, you literally can't escape.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're put in a you're like slightly closer to him than you normally start. And even if you are holding shift in a way as it loads, it still catches you. So I had to like start over right there, but it's not that long, but I would have.
Yeah, hopefully that's near the start.
One of the things I think is the way autosave works in MZ, a lot of times it may be better to... Does the Vistastella plugins have a way to call autosave instead of like just relying on the way it autosaves normally? Because I almost feel like turning off autosave completely and then like intentionally calling it would be a better way to go with games like this.
Oh, for sure.
Another thing is because I did not finish this one either because I got stuck on several puzzles. And in the hour that I played. So another thing is I never figured out why I was here or why I was trying to escape.
You know, neither did I actually. I got out, but there were quite a few things that weren't answered. I was wondering if there's like multiple endings. Because I don't think I collected all the reagents.
I will say I really like some of the puzzles in this one. This is actually, I think, one of the reasons maybe that this game, like, its presentation is really good anyway. Like, I like the look, the sound. But some of the puzzles are kind of really clever. Was there anything in this room that I need to get this time? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we're at this moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can get the eye. I just upset about the really wet eye, so...
I just love that little behavior.
Yeah. Behaviors can, like, add so much to a game. I don't use them very much because I'm not artistically inclined. Because I never practiced it. Is anything, like, people talk about, I wish I was skilled enough to do, and it's like, you probably could be if you worked on it.
And some of the behaviors are just really small little tweaks that can add a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if you did this, but when I opened this, I, just tried to read that entire note. And some parts of it are, like the name, Lady Something. I wonder if there's more, environmental stuff like that we just miss that tells more about what's going on.
Bet there is, but... Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get out, not solved all the mysteries.
So it said the dumbwaiter key is in the children's room. Yeah, I made a common event that randomizes the pitch and sounds of footsteps, plus changes for different surfaces. The changing for different surfaces is the thing that I really like. One game, and I haven't played it a lot recently, but my wife still plays it a lot. Animal Crossing. I just really enjoyed the fact that when because I don't wear shoes ever unless I absolutely have to, so I never have my Animal Crossing character wear shoes. And I like that the sound is different when you're not wearing shoes.
That is a nice little touch.
It makes this really nice slapping sound when you're running on rocks. I also like this pulling down the... Like, I thought that both the sound and the visuals of pulling it down... I don't know, there's just a lot of little touches in this one, I think, that really raised it.
Yeah, like, you knew something was gonna happen, but not knowing which one it was gonna be definitely concerned me when I was playing.
Yeah, the one thing also is that it reminded me, one of the other games, it was... Oh yeah, here's another sound. When you're walking over the glass. And it isn't just the same glass sound every single time. One of the other games went very, like, uninvited / Shadowgate, where, like, if you just do something, you die. Like, there's no way to tell that you're going to die when you do it.
I know what game you're talking about. I had the same issue.
Yeah, that was the one where I was like, oh good, I autosave. Which is a certain style of game, but there is a term that I will not use on stream to describe those styles of games. Their first word is pixel, and the second word is a bad word. And while I really liked Shadowgate as a kid, I do not think that it has any place in modern game design. Alright, so pull up our menu. I really like the whole thing of just pulling up the menu and grabbing, like, a specific thing. I think that's really necessary for a puzzle-type game like this.
Yeah.
Alright, so that little bitty bear was somewhere. Can't remember where he was, though.
I can't remember either. I just came across him randomly.
Yeah, I don't... Like, I just remember finding him, but I don't remember where. Oh, if I had scissors. I found the scissors earlier. That was what it was. There he is. Oh, sedatives. You can dull your fear.
I used those when I was playing.
I don't remember using them either. I kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure that the mechanics of the hunger and fear was really necessary for the game.
Yeah, it made me think more what would happen than what actually did. So I wonder if he just didn't have enough time to finish some of the things.
Well, see, my thing is if you're going to do that kind of mechanic, one, there's not a reason to have two different timer mechanics in the game. Unless doing specific things were going to lower certain ones. And also, like, sedatives and food are weird things to find outside of certain areas. Oh, I need to... So I probably would have just going back to what I was talking about, like Shadowgate or Uninvited, and gone with your lantern oil. Because finding lantern oil in more places isn't as weird.
Well, I'm glad the lantern didn't just die randomly.
Yeah. Like I said, they just appear to be timer mechanics, but nothing really felt like it affected the two timer mechanics differently. Like, if doing certain things would cost you fear.
Yeah, like when you were exploring some of the things, or taking a rotten pumpkin.
Yeah, the other thing is that, like, I get why they did it, because, you don't want to have a situation where a character has to backtrack, but there's a lot of things that, like, I'm like, why would you pick this up? Like, other than just randomly knowing you'll need it.
I just imagine the character has really big pockets. And it's like, okay, we'll just take all of it.
Also, the weirdness of, like, stuff being, like the books in a lot of the rooms are glued to the shelves. Oh, there's another unique sound. Like, I feel like there's something going on with this house and I never figured out what it was.
Same. I was wondering if it was like an escape room at first, but it doesn't quite add up to that.
Huh. I'm not sure if I remember finding that loose board before.
I took it either.
That makes me wonder if there is, like, multiple endings, maybe. Like, maybe some endings give you more information than others.
Playing a lot, because the ending I got was pretty much just, yeah, you get out and that was it.
Yeah, it's red Kool-Aid on the floor, right? Alright, so... this is one I really liked, the puzzle in here. Is you have the 4 plates and you have to figure out what to put on each one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I messed it up at first, though, because I had grabbed the rotten tomato. So it's like, oh, that's red. That turned out to not be the case.
I'm pretty sure the tomato is the one that goes red. Maybe you put the tomato on the rotten one?
No, because it's like a red ball or something for the red one.
I used the tomato. I'm curious.
Well, I actually never picked up the rotten pumpkin, so I guess you can do different things.
That is interesting that maybe you could do more than one different thing, because the fish was out here.
Yeah.
Alright, so the chapel, I remember this one. It was like a puzzle with when time stands still, and you come in here and stop the pendulum on this clock. Which I thought was another one of those, like, kind of clever puzzles.
Yeah, because it's like, I didn't remember clock, and then I saw the clock. It's like, oh, so that's how you solve that one, which is quite nice compared to some of the puzzles where it's like, I'm just going to try random things.
Oh, hey, T. Yeah, this, like I said, I actually didn't finish this one just because I did not get to the end. I played for an hour and I didn't get to any end. We're starting to suspect there's more than one end. T was our third judge. Okay. So where was the milk? Something slimy. That was the fish. There was like a tomato and then milk. Was the other two ones that I had. I actually kept expecting to run into more chases, KV. Like, I expected it to be common after it happened in the beginning.
Yeah, I was surprised it never happened again.
Yeah, it just seemed... I guess one of the things, like, I think this game did well was in the... Like, it has a lot of atmosphere and stuff, but there's a lot of questions that I still had at the end of the game. I think you can actually start the... Let me go back and start the clock back up. And then that door will open again.
Oh, and I never did that.
I know I went in there again. Huh. Alright, where was the milk? You know, I would... If I, like, the question of who has a shelf just for vinegar is if I had enough room in my house, I would.
Yeah, I don't have a shelf, but I do have a small cupboard with just a whole shelf of vinegars, so it's not as weird as they seem to think.
I have a lot of different vinegars sitting in my cupboard somewhere. Here we go, there's the milk in there. Also, why was the zombie dude just like read? All right, and then tomato. Also, another thing for people who make these things, if the person has the key in their equipment, just let them click on it. It's different if it's a situation where figuring out they need to use a specific tool on something is a thing, but when it's just, I have the key to this room. Alright, so now I need to find some way to light that on fire. I kept on going, I'm carrying a lantern. An oil lantern.
That would be too easy.
So this is where I got stuck. Do you know how to get fire?
I just started burning stuff, so it was like some of the papers and...
Oh, the papers?
things. Probably you can burn the spare board.
Maybe? You combine key... Here, let me just burn the tutorial.
Make doors.
Yeah, it's like not giving me an option to do stuff like that.
Weird, because... I know I just started setting fire to a whole bunch of the stuff to get the flames going, but... Maybe you need matches first or something? Oh, yeah, T's like, yep, there's matches.
Where is the mat? Match to the left of the fireplace. Where? I see no match. In the study, okay. Oh, that's... Did I just, like, miss these matches for a long time? How did I spend that long, I think, just playing this game without finding that?
That would explain why you didn't finish it, though.
Yeah, I'm not smart. Ah, so I just throw stuff in it now. Fair enough. What's with the butterflies in here?
So yeah, moths that we spooked with all the fire.
Okay, what?
Huh? Yeah, that didn't happen when I was playing.
Alright, autosave. Okay, it also didn't autosave. Did it?
So that's unfortunate.
Alright, that didn't autosave correctly. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Since it did not autosave correctly, I am not going to replay almost all of that. But, I mean, I played... You guys got an idea what it was like. Let's go to... Back to my transition screen. Oh, I died of hunger? Oh. Oops. Maybe I should have ate. This does describe my normal life in which I forget to eat when I get really into something. But either way, Zolange, you guys can check that out and probably find the actual ending.
And see if there's more than one ending, because...
I feel like there may be.
Yeah, there's different stuff you can find.
Alright. So this one was my favorite out of all of the entries.
Same.
I think it may have been... Was it yours also? Like, did you score it the highest, I think?
Yeah.
I know T scored a different one highest, but also I had a comment about that when I was... And again, I'm going to talk about that at the end. On why I scored a specific one. I'm also going to turn this one down, because it's really much louder than the other games. Alright. So, if you made this game, you might know the music before I transition. But our number one game was the Ghost Cage. Yes, T scored Harvest Cage the high, or Harvest Time the highest, and I agree it was a very good game, but I feel like the horror theme was just pasted on, and it could have been any theme. It could have been any theme at all. That was a farming theme.
I gave Harvest Time a lower score because it was good, but I needed more spooks.
Harvest Time was fun, though. I incredibly enjoyed playing Harvest Time.
Oh yeah, I just kept playing it after.
Okay, so here's the thing about this game. I'm almost certain this one has more than one ending. There's no way I'm gonna get the other ending.
I can't remember, but I thought the creator said there was like 7 or so endings.
I cannot be mean in video games.
So yeah, I had the nice ending.
So we're gonna get the nice ending again, because I refuse to be mean. So our hero, Isabel, has rented this incredibly large house for almost nothing. Which, having rented houses for a very long time, I can tell you means there's something wrong with it. Also, I can agree on the thing, though, they had to have more endings, because there was items I found that I never used.
Yeah, there's just so many choices of what you can do that there has to be a lot of variations in the endings.
I think the, of my experiences of moving into houses that, I have never had one that turned out to be haunted. But I did have one where, the gas person came by to turn on the gas and told me, hey, I can't turn your gas on because if I did, you would just die.
Well, that's almost as scary as a ghost. Probably scarier.
Need that loose plank ending. Which person you help with the shop affects it too? Oh, okay. I know there has to be, like, some endings that involve... Like, I never used this red shirt for anything.
For being mean to the ghost, but I couldn't bring myself to use it.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I would not be mean to the ghost. I love the ghost.
So I just make the ghost my best friend, so that was what I was aiming for in the game.
It's the creepy ghost. My problem, T, is that I could go back and I'm gonna try to get a different ending. But there's no way I'm gonna get an ending in which I'm not nice to this ghost. Like, one of the things, this is where I was talking about, like, with it needing to be horror themed, but doesn't need to be a horror game. Because this isn't a horror game. I mean, it does have the theme.
Yeah, and I had played this one after playing a whole bunch of the horror-style games, so it's just like, oh, this is a nice change.
Yeah, I mean, that was also, like, the last Unhaunted House, is that both of them are very different from the rest of the games. There was another one that was also very different, but in the way of, like, Dadaism. Very weird, and I still don't know what was going on with that one.
Yes, a couple of the games just left me confused.
Well, I mean, the one that I'm talking about was clearly meant to be funny, so I didn't, like... It didn't do well, but at the same time, I get what they were going for, which was just silliness. And Sora Ghost just, like, spills blood every morning. That's fun. I'll see if I can befriend the ghost.
Yeah, once I saw that option, it's like, okay, I have a goal.
Yep. That was also funny is the, so this back here, there's a big log blocking the way. I never actually saw that until they were like, oh, I can't go back there because it's a big log. And I'm like, really? There is?
Oh, so yeah, I explored the whole map. And like...
I feel like that's one thing that you could do, like, check your events. And if you've never looked at the big log, maybe not have the character say that it's there. Oh, I didn't actually realize that, I did not ask her the last time about the haunted house and didn't realize that, she would tell me about the attic. Oh yeah, need to go ask the landlord. That was what I was doing. And then completely forgot.
One of the things I kept doing each day was drawing in the blood.
Oh yeah. Gotta go do that too. It was probably the transition that made me forget. There was a study I read recently that walking through doors affects your memory.
Huh.
Like, they did studies on like the same period of time and like would ask a question related to something that just happened or something. And people were more likely to have forgotten if they walked through a door. What's funnier is if you walk back through the door, you're likely to remember. It's such a weird thing.
Try that.
It's like, you know how many times I go to the kitchen and like forgot why I'm in the kitchen?
I forgot. Yeah.
All right, I don't want to help you today. I am going to help. Okay, I'm going to buy the matches. I'm not going to buy bleach because well, that made happiness go up this time. I lost happiness when I did that last time. That's why I hardly worked in this game, because I was like, I'm not going to do things that make my happiness go bad.
But I just kept switching between the two of them for a little while.
Well, I just never found a lot of need for money in the game. So I just stopped bothering.
Yeah, I just did it because it was a thing to do.
Though it may be like there was some more things. Wait. I'm swimming the attic key tomorrow. Okay. Alright, so I can light fires in my house now. All the interactions with the ghost are hilarious, though.
It's just great.
It's like the confusion. Alright, now I can go get the key. Oh, let's go do our daily drawing.
Very important.
Also, that is like some dramatic painting. Yeah, I just... The dialogue writing in this one was really just... It was chipper. I also think it's the fact that, like... Let's be honest, well, some people maybe have. Not a lot of people have had great years this year. And so just how upbeat this game it can be was really nice. It's so interesting because when I did work the other times, I lost happiness.
I lost happiness on any of them, but I don't think I was paying too much attention to it at that point. So I wonder if it's random or tied to something else.
Maybe. It's... I like the little surprised look.
The chicken's the surprising thing in this town, not the ghosts.
Of course. Ghosts are completely a normal thing that just exist. Alright. So, I also liked this little bit of where you had... of just giving it the other book.
Yeah.
And then the ghost's reaction to you leaving the other book. It's... Honestly, the word's probably saccharine, but I don't care. I enjoyed it so much.
Same. It was nice that, you know, the ghost actually changed what he said depending on what you were doing, so. And I just loved. He's like, "Oh yeah, thanks."
Yeah, it's like I mean, it is very childlike in that, like, he just forgets what he's supposed to be doing. And I also like, so like doing this, it gives you the hint of another nice thing to do. Because when you get the option of doing a costume, you can choose whether to do the one thing he likes or what he's scared of. Also, maybe it was my own silliness in, like, forgetting to do things, but, let's do a heart today. I can't remember what the ghost's name is. My brain just stopped on that. I know you learn what his name is. I want to talk to the chicken. I also didn't notice that there was different things that she said about the chicken each day.
No, I only talked to the chicken once, so I missed some of that.
Also, I forgot to ask Sybil about, like, herself, so I didn't realize why I could get a costume from her.
Oh, yeah. I just figured I'd go through all the questions, so I at least knew the answers.
Alright, so there's nothing I really need to buy.
Well, did you buy the bleach?
Well, the only thing you use the bleach for is cleaning up the blood. That I know of. I'm gonna buy it.
I think you could use it to clean up the ghosts.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Laundry.
I remember this. Hold on. Yeah, it's the, in his laundry upstairs. See, I lost happiness that time.
So you wonder what exactly they're making you do.
Is this time fantasy tiles? I think it is?
No, this is DS, I think.
Oh, it is DS, you're right. My brain is not remember all the different tile sets. I should know them better.
I can recognize most of them. It's just I can never remember the names of some of them.
The ones that I really can't do are the music ones. I can sit and you can, like, play me a song from ones and I'm just like, I don't know. I have no idea, except for, like, there's a couple of them. Emporium, Copper, and Steel, I can recognize most of those, and I really like them. The Spanish Strings one I really like. I can probably generally say who did it, but not which one it is.
Yeah, I'm not great with remembering music, so...
I have noticed that in video games in general, I do not notice music unless it is, like, incredible music. Like, if I hear it again, I'll go, oh, I've heard this before, and could probably pick what it was from. Oh, I just love this part.
Yep. Though I do wonder if you'll make him bright pink if you had put the shirt on instead of the bleach.
Oh, that would be. Yeah, but I
It'd be
don't want
cute.
to do it.
He'd be mean to him, but it would be so cute.
He would be cute. But yeah.
I'm really gonna have to go back and play and just try to be a little mean to him.
It's so funny because I think I am more capable of being mean in real life than I am in video games. You can use the bleach though to do this too, which is interesting because that means that they're like, I like that multiple use thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know that because I always painted something with it.
Alright, so what was the thing? Oh yeah, I need to ask people about who lived here. Oh, Dorian. That was his name. So, because in this game, like, the whole thing with gold is that, like I said, I never found a whole lot of uses for the gold.
2 items. There wasn't too much.
Yeah, and then there's that time you pay him to, like... So here's a question, though. So the landlord said he barely knew the people who lived there before, and if Mrs. Hubbard used to play with Dorian when she was a kid, how old is your landlord?
Maybe he's a ghost, too.
That's a good. She has a good point. You should always just carry an axe. You never know. I actually had a friend who had an axe in his car for that reason. It was very odd. Right next to the gear shift. He just had a hand axe.
That is a choice.
He also had, like, problems a little bit with road rage, so I was like,
Maybe not the best thing to have right there.
And I need to... You know, last time I think I forgot to do anything with the diary. Wait, can you give it to Mrs. Hubbard, maybe? Oh well.
You could just read it.
Yeah, but it seems rude.
That was like the one rude thing I did. It was like, okay, I'll read his diary. He won't know.
Because I tried to put it up here with his other stuff. Hold on, I'm being told to do something. See? I'm fine. I have oxygen. I'm not dying. I have been trying to keep up and check my O2 so that I'm not feeling too bad. It's a little low, but not dangerously so. I'm good.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Okay, wait a minute. What was I gonna do? So I have the teddy bear. Do you put it somewhere, or do you just give it to him? think you just give it to him that night, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah, he's playing the piano. I don't know what he's playing the piano with.
Probably whatever he used to put the armor on.
Possibly. That sounds like too much work. Nah, we're good. See, that would have been, like, a good joke ending. Just come up here to find and be like, nah, not good. Done. You know, that sounds exactly like a landlord.
Yep.
So that was actually the same ending I got last time. I think it was just because, like, I can't help but just do the same things because I just want to be friendly to the ghost every single time. So that was the #1 game. If you are one of the winners, I will be getting in touch with you probably early next week because tomorrow's Thanksgiving in the US, and I am in the US, so I will be busy this weekend, though I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to be busy at home with my family. I hope all of you have a good time with whoever you are. Sorry. Whoever you're going to be spending the weekend with. Final thoughts. Were there any other games besides Harvest Time that you really think like needs a big mention? Because Harvest Time was the other big one for me.
No, off the top of my head, Harvest Time was my other one that I thought would have placed higher if they had been a little more spooky.
I just feel like it had felt more horror themed. I think that would have been much higher for me. And that was the only problem I had with it. Then let's see. I'm trying to think if there was another one. I'm about to go open my. I should have thought of this before I think so. Yeah, the other ones like it wasn't that they were bad. And some of them were like just very short in general. Like Eyes of Doom, I thought was funny, the ending. That it just turned out you were in class and the teacher was calling on people.
Yeah, that was a fun ending.
I just thought it was funny and silly, but it was like really short and not like. I appreciate that they finished something, right? Like that's one of the most important things about a game jam is it's neat to finish something and turn it in and like have people play it. For someone like me who never finishes a game, that's like a big deal. But so I think that's probably going to be pretty much it, unless you have something else to say about the games that you would like to say.
Just besides Harvest Time, I think one of the other ones I enjoyed was the Magical Girl Priscilla one. It just needed a little bit more work, I think.
Magical Girl Priscilla had it really just needed a little more work on the presentation and a little bit more balancing. I ended up in a fight in that game in which there was almost literally no way for me to win if the RNG messed with you. Like there was two wolves fighting, and if both of them used their stronger attack at the same time, it instantly killed me.
Yeah, I ran into that problem a few times.
So like, it just needed
So
some more balancing, and I think it could have just been a little bit, like the mapping could have been a little better, but like, it was still fun. I enjoyed that one. Cursed Land, I didn't dislike. I thought it had some really interesting ideas in how you got stronger because you didn't really level. Actually, I noticed that in several games where you didn't level really. It was just about doing other things.
Yeah.
Also, there's another thing about Harvest Time I really liked, was how you leveled. That leveling was about farming and not about fighting.
It took a little while to figure that one out, and then it did it. It's like, I'm just gonna farm for days.
So I think that's going to be pretty much it for this stream. I am glad for everyone for coming. I would also like to thank Hidden One for like actually coming and filling in some of the dead space where I forget to talk.
No problem. It's fun.
And as I said, Monday, early next week, I will get back to the winners about your prizes. I hope everyone enjoyed listening to us talk about some of the games and just some other random things we thought of at the time. And have a good weekend, everybody. Goodbye.